need to check the time because it's probably about time for me to start. Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes left, give or take, until it's time for me to hang out with my son. We'll put him down together tonight and do our little snuggle sesh. So if there's any questions or anything you guys want to get out before we hop off for the night, we're not probably going to get to be able to do the reading, at least not right now. Maybe after we put our son down, if my husband wants to stay up a little bit later and do a reading with you guys, because that's been asked a lot and we keep wanting to do that, but just haven't been able to quite sit down and do it just yet. Then we can definitely come back and do that. But we would definitely have to, I'm going to have to hop off for a little bit though. So it just depends. If enough of you guys are interested for tonight, then I'll talk to him about hopping back on tonight. If not, then that's fine. 81 messages. Oh my gosh, I can't. What do you mean by reading? I've had quite a few people ask if we would, or if I would start reading this translation of the Quran, and my husband and I were thinking, and we've had a lot of people agree that they like this idea, that we would go surah by surah, and he would read the ayah in Arabic, and I could read the translation. And we were thinking about doing that as a joint effort together and start hopping on and doing that for people. We've had a lot of people express interest, and so we're just kind of trying to set a time to do that. We thought about doing it tonight, but I do have to put my son down first, so it just depends. Surah by surah. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I think it would be easiest. It might take a long time though, because we have some really long surahs. Alhamdulillah. I'd love some advice on how to consistently pray after menstruating. Oh, girl. That's so hard. Like literally, that's where I'm at right now, is I just now had to make ghusl, and I am now working really hard to get back into that flow. Sometimes I crave it by the end. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just ready to pray. I'm so ready to make ghusl. I'm so ready to pray. And then other times I feel so sluggish and I've just had a really hard time and I'm so out of the flow, and that's kind of where I am right now. Like getting to pray has been a little bit harder after this cycle. So to the sisters out there, like, I get it, I'm with you. As far as like trying to make it more consistent after menstruating, there's so many different pieces of advice, but I'm guilty of not following it all myself. You know, like one thing that I know has made it easier for me before whenever I actually do this is, rather than like skipping over the 5 prayer times, it's that stopping during those times, not for Fajr, because to be honest with you, when I am menstruating, my body's exhausted. There's a reason we don't have to have that obligation. Like I sleep in, my body needs it. But the other times, you know, I do stop and I try to acknowledge this is prayer time. I try to make it a priority to connect with my Creator, because while we're not performing salah, that obligation has been removed and eased from us, we still can connect. There is nothing against connecting. There is nothing about us that is impure as far as connecting. It's just salah, right? And so stop and make dua during that time. Find something to work on during that time. Go over dhikr, start working on a surah that you're memorizing, and the amount of time that it takes typically for you to stop and pray, put that amount of time into it, which typically it's 5 to no more than 10 minutes usually for a midday stop to pray. And so that has helped me before whenever I make myself do it. Some of my periods, honestly, I'm just mentally and emotionally and physically struggling so much that I don't. But if you can get into that habit, it does help, you know, because it's when you spend those days breaking away and getting out of that flow, you know, the human mind and body, we are habitual, and that's a big part of it. Another thing is like doing the motions of prayer, because this is super interesting, but studies now show that majority of human beings today do not bend at the waist. Oh, hold on. I think I heard something. Oh, I think my friend's here. Hold on. Oh, and I hear it. Yes, hold on. Hold on, Habibi. Oh, to get back.
Cutie, how are you?
Good, how did you know?
Good. Sorry, I'm not staying long.
What are you doing here? I'm like,
I can drop that off again. Perfect.
Sarah! Oh, I love you! Thank you! Stop it, is that what you got me? Let me pull it out right now. Oh my god.
Everyone can use love.
I have been wanting a Lulu fanny pack for forever. No, this is so good. I'm so excited.
Okay, good, yeah.
I'm putting my arm in my armpit, but it's
We
fine.
can expand this up, obviously.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Yes. Can we hang out next week? Are we coming for...
No, right now I'm going to my in-laws.
That's what I was going to say. You're going to your in-laws right now, right?
But next week I'm actually going to, they're doing a cultural night.